Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome to Don't Take It Personally, I Just Don't Like You. This is a lo-fi relationship dramedy about camping illegally on government property in the chill of early autumn, having public anxiety attacks in crowded shopping malls for people we choose to be with, and what we do when they don't choose us back. In this demo you will be introduced to several characters and locations from the full game, including 2 romanceable characters, in a fully self-contained hour-long story. So will that be the case of this demo, or will it be for the full game? Start. And I already kind of like this interface at the moment. It's sort of like we're looking at this through the eyes of a camera or a 90s phone of sorts. So we're going to save. And our next objective obviously is to continue the game. So we've got message here. The dialogue issue. Okay, so that's log. That's to go back, that's to go forward, that's to skip, I assume, and that's settings. Okie dokie. With that all set in tow, actually I didn't even have my mouse cursor on, so I'm assuming that this is log, this is to go backwards, this is to auto the story, this is to skip, this is to save, and that's for settings. Lovely. Let's go back for the beginning again. Is it late summer? How did they start off so cold, but now it's so damn hot? Late summer just sucks. Early fall sucks even harder. It's too hot for flannels, but I can't wear white or bright colours because of arbitrary seasonal BS. So I'm down to, like, 3 shirts and jeans that are gonna be sweaty half the day. It's a kind of weather that can make you forget who you are. Type your name and hit enter. My name is Flare. Alright, Flare. Flare. Preferred pronouns are... Please select your preferred pronouns. He, his, him. Right, he, his, him. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I like where this game is going. Good. Glad it's squared away. My first grade teacher would be proud of my ability to remember basic personal information. God, I am so boring. I'm so bored. My phone buzz has drawn me out of my stupor. I hope it's Rose. I'm starting to wonder where she is. It's not like her to be late, and she did say we'd have some time to hang out before the trip. Hey! If the name in the cutesy internet slang doesn't make it obvious, that was not Rose. Not only does she use perfect grammar in all her texts, no matter how short, she only recently stopped signing them with Sincerely Rose. Hey Anne, what's up? We're going to lab tonight. No, I can't. Go camping. Nature? Not for me. You staying in? Yes. Time to boot up. Even though she can't hear my frustration, it's a sigh just for me. Anne, please, just for me. English. Fine, but it's slow. How? It's just words. More practice. Like this. Anne, we're not accommodating ourselves to suit your individualistic conveniences. Strange that sounds, I don't doubt her. Anne is like that. Anne is lazy in a way. I'll be back soon and in greater numbers. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, lab then? Finish your homework? Yeah. The text stop. She's probably fine, but I have a difficult time getting a read on her sometimes. Anne doesn't hate being social, she's just not very good at it. Aren't we all? Especially when you go outside her comfort zone. What are you doing this weekend? No, we're gonna go in. What's up for you for this weekend? Plan was homework. I mean, plan's still homework. Just later. What about until then? I don't know. New PC game? Oh, rad. Semestic arena? No. Also not gonna tell you. It's dorky. I'm dorky, okay? I'm the dorkiest one out there. True. Game is Carmen Prince Ultra Henshin Star. You date? Space princes. Who are also in a boy band. Sounds fun. Sarcasm? Can't tell sometimes. Nope. With these phones, we can't put emojis here. Seems like wholesome fun. You clearly don't know the kind of game it is. Moving on. Who are you dating? No one yet. Gonna try for the harem ending. Date all the space boys. Don't we all like a harem ending where all of our romances that are possible in a game just kind of fall upon you in a way? That's an option. Yep. Just gotta balance all the stats. Only way I can ascend the throne of the Star Maiden. For what? I know, it's great. So much better than in real life. Dating would be easier if we could see the stats. Yes, see how much they like you, see how much they dislike you, see how much they... Anyways. What other stats can you pull up in this kind of scenario? Is this going to be another Hootie Pop scenario? I'm joking. Or if they even had stats. It's so annoying. You can't just split your time between people. They need to feel special. They get jealous. I guess that sounds right. I start to put my phone back into my pocket, but it immediately begins buzzing again. This time it's a phone call. Hello? From an unknown source? Oh, those unbelievable meh. Someone's gonna meh. I think you... I swear to whatever gods do or don't exist. Do you need? Then I will burn this meh place to... hey. What? Sorry, who is this? Oh, sheesh, sorry. Probably should have clarified before I screamed at you like that. It's Maria. I'm just calling from the payphone outside work. Great, you should have done that part first, so that half of these complications can be rectified. They cancelled my phone plan when I was late on the bill, so... yeah. It sounds like a you problem. Payphones are the thing from now on, I guess. Okay, well, maybe you might want to, you know, clarify that before all the death and doom talk. No, I like to think that brings a little excitement to your life. Yes, because if we're dead, then that obviously brings excitement to our dead life. But then life wouldn't be it if we're dead. Anyways, moving on. And scare the meh out of the government agents listening in on us. Who do you think you are, Rintaro Okabe? We're going up against the organisation involved, in this case the government. Okay. I don't think anyone's listening in. Yeah, maybe not. You can't be too careful though. Anyway, I was just calling to let you know that the blank who's supposed to come in after my shift was an hour late. So I'm going to be pretty late as well. That's fine. No one else is here yet either. Nice. Everyone's late. That means no one is on time. But I'm here. Then I guess you're early. Even if I try and argue, Maria's got the both volume and stubbornness on herself. Okay, I get what that sentence is saying now, I guess. But anyway, I'm out now, so I'm going to make a run to the gas station to fill up the car and grab some beer. We don't sell beer at gas stations around here. I guess it's against the law or something. Blank! I forgot you guys live in a goddamn nanny state. Well, anyway, I'll get there when I get there. It sounds like we are in the US of A then, if that's going to be the kind of thing that's going on. See you later! And we all sound like this, and like that, she hangs up. I feel a light tap on my shoulder. Hey, Flare! I turn to see her. Oh, hi, Rose. What's up? You know, extracurriculars. Don't we all just now know about extracurriculars around these parts? Around these parts, most certainly. Sorry, I was late. I got held up in a brainstorm meeting for the Somfroni Community Service Project. Again? Has the student council at least chosen the project? Well, that was the purpose of today's meeting. How'd it go? We narrowed it down to 3. It was a long process with 2 shouting matches and 1 impressed, tearful breakdown. Never knew there was so much drama behind the scenes. That's why they call this a dramedy, a combination of drama and comedy. Oh, it's mostly just drama at this point. It can get downright Machiavellian at times. Rose sighs. That's why I just Really looking forward to getting away from the night. Me too. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with Todd. Oh, I know a Todd in another visual novel community. That's the reason we all go on these trips. Well, except for Maria. I think she just likes to get drunk in the woods. Is that so? I've never actually met her. What's she like? She's a character. That's what I'm gonna. I should have saved on the first multiple choice. Oh well. She's a character. How so? I mean, there's kind of a lot to her. And I'm not talking physically, I'm talking her as a person. Like what? Nothing too intimate, I would hope. No, nothing like that. I mean, like last week we were having a few beers by the fire when it turns out Todd forgot to bring the water. So Mario, once she gets done shouting at him for about 5 minutes, can't blame her, I would have done the same. She throws together this emergency water filter with a coffee filter, and the top half of a beer bottler, she broke over a rock, some charcoal and a few other things. Then she used it to filter some water from a stream that looks clear enough, and we drank from that for the night. And it worked? I mean, it kind of tasted like beer, but we were drinking it out of the empty beer bottles. I'd say that's to be expected then. Right, but we didn't get dysentery. So that's a plus. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting her. I'm sure you guys will get along very well. And if you don't, then you've got me or Todd to hang out with. Are you all packed for tonight? I gestured to the backpack and sleeping bag on the ground at my feet. Sure am. Had to have Todd give me a ride to my parents to pick up my old scouting gear, but I'm all set. Are you all packed for your first camping trip, Rose? She holds up a small cloth totty bag. All set. Ah, that's a lovely smile. She is clearly not all set. What did you bring? Well, I've packed all the essentials, such as... She rummages around in the bag, both to show me and to jog her memory. Change of clothes, toothbrush, flashlight, toilet paper. Oh, and graham crackers, chocolate, and a big bag of marshmallows. That'll be great. I thought so too. What else? Nothing else. Why? You thought to bring more stuff before a pocket knife or a sleeping bag. Hey, you know as well I do that knives aren't allowed on campus. Well, neither is a 6-pack of beer, but I've got one of those. You know that, as a student council leader, I'm required to report any alcohol that I see on campus. At my parents' house, in my fridge. Good, because I'm just joking with you. And I brought a bottle of rum as well. Oh, for goodness sakes, Rose, you are a bad influence. Oh, so Miss Student Council has a rebellious streak. Hey, I'll have you know I picked this up from a friend who lives off campus. It has never once been in my dorm or on my person while I was on school grounds. Therefore, I'm in the clear, yeah, in your head. Okay, good to know you're only breaking a federal law, not a campus one. My only question is, where is your sleeping bag? She didn't bring one. You could be really dense sometimes. Where's your sleeping bag? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Are you hoping to snuggle up with someone else then? Well, I mean, if you want, I can. I mean, I don't want to impose. No, it sounds good to me. Besides, it's not like we're going to be doing much sleeping anyways. Oh, someone's been a bit presumptuous today. Hey, don't think like that. Not sure if I like it or not, but we can see. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that last time we went into the woods, we were up until around 3 in the morning. Oh, okay. So, kind of like a normal party or a sleepover. Damn, I'm starting to like presumptuous. Shut up! Oh, sorry. 1 second. No worries, take your time. So, are you busy? Like, all weekend? Because if not, got a date with a prince. Saturday works. What time? Because I don't know. Saturday's like my me day. I don't know. Maybe like 3-ish? I'm back at 12. 1 the latest. You mean the earliest? Oh, getting back again. I wish, but busy then. Midnight anime. Can't miss it. And 3 PM. Normal hours. Okay, yeah, we're not all owls, Anne. Owl Anne. Okay, can do. Hey. Who do you say you're talking to again? Oh, sorry. Did Todd get back to you? Nah, just texting Anne. Anne? My study partner. We've got a big project for Goth's class and a test Friday. Oh yeah, I've heard some awful things about those tests. What the hell kind of professor has you write code on a sheet of paper and hand it in? What's next, punch cards? I don't pretend to know a whole lot about coding, but that sounds bad. Very bad. Yeah, diabolically bad. My phone buzzes yet again. Pop today, huh? I doubt it. Looks like it's Todd. Finally. Rose shrugs. I'm just glad I wasn't the latest person. Fudge! Well, it's certainly Todd. Did he tell you when he'd be here? No, he did not. Oh, what did he say? Just the word fudge. Oh, well. I'm assuming he's not going to be here anytime soon. That's probably the case. Let me check. Running late? Yes, Toddmeister. I mean, fudge. Yes, Todd. We've been over fudge. I don't know if I'm going out tonight. Anywhere. Because of fudge? No. Exact opposite of fudge. Oh. Something with Dale? Yeah. Well, no. Nothing with Dale anymore. We're through. I'm sorry. Want to talk? No talking about it. No thinking about it. Gonna stay in. Play seismic. Drink a beer. Be alone. Alright, well, I'm here if you need me. Did you say when he'd be here? Todd's not coming. Did something happen? Is he alright? Just drawn between him and Dale. Dale? A girl he had a thing for. I see. I never knew Dale was a girl's name. Sadly, I know... Oh, maybe it was... Todd? Maybe Todd is... But, okay. Sadly, I know little of your petty underclassmen squabbles. Clearly, nothing compared to the high drama of student council. Not nearly enough backstabbing, illicit romance or scandal. But you should fill me in anyway. I need my gossip fix. I don't know if there's a lot of very interesting material here. He really liked this girl, and she... honestly don't know what she thought of him. Were they dating? I don't think so. He had one thing in his head, and she had another thing in his head. They may have been on a date, or at least something he thought was a date, but I don't think they were exclusive or anything, if they were anything. Oh, okay. Damn, that period of relationship is the worst. You think so? I know so. Have you been in that situation then before, Rose? I need to be locked into something serious early on. I'm not sure if... I cut off by the sound of blaring guitars and banging drums in the distance, getting louder and closer by the sound. Christ, that's obnoxious. I think that's alright. I see the car, dents and all, drift around the corner, speeding towards us. The car pulls up alongside us and parks, with music stopping as she turns the key and steps out. Hell the blank yeah! You guys ready to go camping? Her enthusiasm is infectious, and I'd be joining her in colourful profanity if it weren't right outside my place of work. Ah, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Stoked? Can't say I've ever heard that from you before. Camping woman stoked. She looks Rose up and down. You're the new girl. Sheesh, I guess I'm the new girl. I just got here a couple of weeks ago. You're the new to me girl. I guess so. Hi, I'm Rose. I know Flare from college. I'm Maria. I know Flare from, I don't know, drinking in the woods. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Hey, pleasure's all mine. It's always good to meet the people my friends are. Anyways. The look on Rose's face is the most precious thing I've ever seen. It's not... We haven't... Maria, that's our heartily good-natured laugh. Don't worry, I'm just giving you... No, you're not giving us that. You're not giving us that! Oh, okay. Anyway, Always more fun with more people. Well, just not too many. Exactly. Need a nice crowd of about 6 or 7. I mean, there's plenty of women in the woods, but I like to keep a tight circle around the fire. If you get my meaning, yes, stay nice and warm. Stay nice and warm with the marshmallows warm too. No, I do. And we're in agreement. In agreement? I'm starting to like you. Thanks? Maria turns to me. So, where's the blank? Todd? Who else? He just texted me, he's not coming. That sob. Did he say why? Cause someone's better be just stuff with him and Dale. With the cheerleader? Damn. Sounds like everyone around here is getting late. Okay. Shut up, Maria. We're not... Yeah, I know, but you get what I mean. That's not the case with Todd either. I think they had a fight, a pretty big one too. He said they were done. Eh. Poor bagels. But then again, he always did jump into things a bit too quickly. We had a moment of solemn silence, like a funeral service for Todd's love life. And here may lies Todd's love life, forevermore, to be buried. Oh, bleh! We put that fudge on water duty again. That's twice now. I think that makes this our fault. You know, for me twice. Yeah, well, if he does it again, I'm tossing him in the river. The expressions on Rose's face turned down. Still, something about all this seems a bit odd, to me at least. Yeah? What do you mean? I don't really know. I mean, I've only talked with Todd a few times, but this just doesn't seem like him. The first time we met was at the house party. Right. And he was there because his high school girlfriend dumped him. I thought he dumped her. I don't know. I just know that he went here and he went here and she went somewhere in Utah. So this is based in America. So the distance killed it before he could find a way to. Right. But what I'm trying to say is that it just seems strange to me. He's staying in his room instead of going out with his friends. I don't know. Maybe we should check on him. You might be right. No, Todd just works in mysterious ways. Sure, when blank happens, he usually gets blank-faced. But sometimes he needs to get blank-faced alone. It's probably a lonely blank-faced night for him. And anyway, if we're going, we need to get going. We can swing by the dorm and check on him. Nah, it's gonna get dark soon. Rose shivers. It is? Why, is that going to be a problem? Oh no. No. Not at all. I just think we should check on Todd to make sure he's feeling alright. Look, if you want to go check on him, then be my guest. But when I pull out onto the road, I'm going into the woods. He says he doesn't want to go, and that's fine by me. I've known him long enough to know when he needs space. I just wish he'd said something earlier, since he agreed to bring the damn water. Rose looks at me. I don't know. Flare, you know him better than me. Do you think we should leave him alone? Let's just assume that he really needs to be alone at this point in time. Nah, he's good. Right, he just needs some time alone. Probably just doesn't want to call me a blank for crying about it. Is that the kind of thing you do? Hey, he does exactly the same for me. And it's his words, it's his kind words and strong guidance that turned me into the woman you see before you today. As his best friend, if he's gonna cry about some dumb cheerleader not worth his time, it's my job to call him a blank and give him another beer. Rose looks to me. I shrug. Well, if it works, I thought the other option would favour Rose more than Maria. He's been dealing with me for 8 years now, and look how we both turned out. Single? Blank. Anyway, are we going anytime soon? We can stop at a convenience store and I'll buy you some water. Awesome, thanks. I just want to get to the campsite before it gets too dark. Walking the trail at night is not a fun time. That sounds like a good idea. We piled into the back of her car. It's a little messy and smells a bit like cigarettes, but it's not too bad. Rose touches my arm. What is this option? Okay. I slide my hand across the faded flax leather of the bucket seats towards her. I take her hand in mine. She seems just a bit shocked at first, but she smiles. Hey, lovebirds. Not in my... We're not doing that! For goodness sake, just think of me as a... as a blanky conservative parent. I know there's something going on between you two, but I really don't need to see it. Rose, let's go with my hand. Alright. Are we missing anything? Just the water. Ugh, fair enough. Well, alright then. Moving out. And with that, we're off. Don't take it personally, I just don't like you. So much for before dark. I guess we're just setting for before midnight. Yeah, priorities change. Our flashlights cut through the thick forest, but only barely. Rose sticks close by me as we make our way down the dirt path. Maria leads the way. Not trying to be annoying or anything, but... Is this the best place to leave your car? Eh? It's all road. If it gets dusty, it gets dusty. Rain will get it. How very zen of you. Oh, I am zen as fudge. Right, I see. But there's really no other parking lots. Well, I think there's one, but it's always full. And the police tend to stick around it pretty closely. Are the police usually a problem? Only if you don't want to support a bunch of government-backed wannabe gangsters. Or if you're not any sort of ethnic or racial minority. Or, you know, if you're the sole adult going into the woods with 2 under 21 college students and a kip sack full of beer. Fair point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Why is that? Hey, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't strike me as the kind of girl who has a lot of issues with the cops. I'm pretty sure they try not to hassle too many girls in designer clothes. Rose opens her mouth to say something but quickly decides against it. Maria shines her light into the thick brush. Brush? Anyway, the trail should be about... right about here! She points to a spot on the side of the road. It's less a trail and more a less thick section of brush. That's the trail? Yep. Well, no. It's Maria and Todd's special trail shortcut. Just 10 minutes of bushwhacking and we'll be right to the campsite. Don't worry, Rose. Just follow us and you should be fine. Oh, okay. Just remember, I'm still pretty new to all this. Keep on the lookout. There's plenty of blackberry bushes to be found around these parts. Trail blackberries make a great snack. Just, you know, don't walk into them. Lots of thorns, yeah, I was about to say that. Oh, I'll be on the lookout then. She doesn't sound like she's enjoying herself. Hey, Flare. You want to try reaching Todd again? You're probably going to lose service soon. Good call. I'll give him a quick call. Hello? Nothing on the phone call. He didn't pick up. Why don't you try texting that other girl you're always hanging out with? That short Chinese girl. What's her name again? Sarah? Yeah, that's the one. Why does that name ring a bell? I think you met her once. She's a friend of mine from before college. The one who hangs out with Todd and I after class a lot. Oh yeah, I remember her from orientation. I'll try texting her. What up? Nothing muffin? Just kidding. There is a something muffin. This is a something muffin. I don't know if you heard. I heard about Todd and Dale. Yeah, big fight. Heard it from my room. So like, 2 floors away. Damn, what was it about? No clue. Todd won't say. Don't worry. I got him a pizza and a scary movie. He'll be okay. Does he know you're coming over? Nope. He can't say no if it's a surprise. Exactly! Fair enough. I'll let you know how it go. Keep me posted. Do we have an update on our resident sad boy? Nothing much. Sarah's bringing him pizza and a movie to cheer him up. Yeah. Always thought he should be spending time with her instead of a cheerleader. It depends where your head is at that point in time. For some reason I can't quite place. That doesn't sit well with me. My oldest friend and my skirt-chasing roommate. Yeah, I don't like that one bit. We step off the path and into the foliage. Rose pulls her socks up to her knees so the damp parts don't brush against her bare skin. I don't know. It all still feels off to me. I get what you mean. Everything seems fine between those two the last time I saw them. Is she the girl he went to the full formal with? I think so. None of us went, so I'm not sure. I know, I saw a picture of him dancing with some girl. Well, he wouldn't shut up about finally getting a date with some cheerleader, so I'm pretty sure they did. Well, they seemed happy in the photos. They were laughing, dancing, and just seemed to be having a good time. That sounds like Todd to me. He gets really into a girl. She at least kinda likes him back. Then he smothers her. Oh gosh. He makes a move too quickly, for goodness sakes. Then, when things don't work out, bam! There's his whole weekend shot so he can mope. He'll get over her. In time. I think back to when he and his high school girlfriend split. I mean, he seemed down, but he was at the party the next day, mixing it up as well. Has things changed? Was Dale different? It's probably something. It's probably nothing. I don't know. Come to think of it, he's been acting weird since the dance. I mean, whatever happened then, it has been on his mind all week. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and I've only seen Dale once for chemistry this week. She seemed preoccupied the whole time. I mean, more than usually. She tends to be a bit on the spacey side. Look, I'm sure things are fine, but dude just needs some time to mope, and we're giving it to him. We're just going to check in on him later. Sure, fine, whatever. Just don't be up his blank about it all night, okay? And we push past the last of the foliage into some kind of clearing. Maria stops. Great! This is the spot! This is definitely the spot for this tale. Looks, well, firstly there's a purple hue going on, but well, honestly not much different from the trail. Yeah, woods is woods, it's going to be all trees all the time. Important thing is that there's a lot of flat ground and not a lot of rock, so sleeping shouldn't be too bad. She drops her pack to the ground with a satisfying thump, then stretches her arms. I follow suit. Rose attempts to do the same, but the clove bag isn't nearly as impressive. Well, no time to waste. I'm gonna grab the gear I stashed from last time. Stashed? Hey, it's a long way to the car. I'm not lugging a tent and a fire pit with me every time I come out here. Rose, why don't you go grab some firewood? I've got some dry split logs under a tarp by a big rock down the trail that way. It's a pretty easy find. I can do that. I'm sure Flare wouldn't mind helping. No, I need his help right now. That fire pit alone is a two-man job. Easy. Look, I really don't want to go out too far on my own. You guys know the area better than me. And I just really don't want to be out alone at night. Really now, you're giving us this decision, one which only favours one person over the other. Is there like a hidden third option? What about like, nah, I'm gonna stay here and you two go out on your own? Like, what do we do here in this predicament? I mean, like, I know that it would be a two-person job with the fire, but like, Maria looks strong enough to handle that on her own. Goodness sakes. Like, it's these kind of predicaments which are very, very dramedy. My heart would say Rose, my head would say Maria. Okay, we're going to go along with this. Rose, do you think you can handle getting the wood on your own? It's not very far, just a little bit down this trail. I don't know. It's just really dark out there. Then pulls something from her backpack. Hang on. She pulls her flashlight down the trail. Okay, you see that rock? The one I'm pointing at? No. Oh wait, yes I do. That's the one, right off the trail. The bag is under some leaves to the left. You literally cannot miss it. And when you grab them, just come this way back. If you follow the trail, you'll be back here in less than a minute, okay? Okay. If anything's wrong, just scream. Just, you know, not too loud. Don't want to give her wrong attention. Oh, okay. Damn, Rose. Not like serial killers or anything. I just don't want to pee off any game wardens. Game wardens? What do you mean by that? Okay, if you say so. She puts on what I assume is her attempt at a brave face. Flare, see you soon. She takes off down the trail. Kinda surprised you didn't try to go off with her. Why, should I? Blank? No. Help me with the heavy blank. That girl may be small, but she can lift a couple of things. I just meant I'd assume you two might want to fool around a bit while you're here. You are here. I mean, wouldn't that be weird while you're here? Exactly. What better time to do that when when my ass is off lugging all my gear up a hill? I guess you're right. But about her and I'm pretty interested in her. No blank. I've seen armed robberies more subtle than you do. What? Hey, don't pretend you figured it all out. I usually don't. And I may joke, but I try as hard as possible not to think about my friends down. Okay, thanks. We aren't. Right, I know. You've both been suspiciously clear about that. You know, like two people who totally don't want to go at it like rabbits the second they have time alone. Hey, don't. Whose plan was it to bring sleeping bag? Or did I misremember and the plan was just for all of us to cuddle? 'Cause I can be one cuddly person if the situation calls for it. Okay, point taken. Look, I get it. You came to be with her, so don't sweat it. I'm used to alone time. Okay, I turn around to go back towards the campgrounds. Mario quickly pulls me back. Not now, dumbass. I wasn't playing around about the fire pit. That blank's heavy. Great, we arrive at the shed right next to the stream. Alright, I stashed the tents under the old boat. Fire pit's under the shed. With assume a choice selection of spiders. It's super creepy out here. Hey, I come here at least once a week and no one's murdered me yet. She bends down and lifts up the boat. There's something here. Oh, what the? Oh, you blank. Oh, God, brother, damn it. What? Someone stole the tent. That's like a week's pay. Like, I know, it's just under there. But, like, blank. That doesn't make it free game. She kicks the side of the boat, her steel toes echoing off into the night. Blanket. This trip is off the rails as is. Well, at least there aren't any bugs, and it's a warm night. Look, I know you try to cheer me up, but sleeping under the stars actually kind of blows. I mean, sure, there was one time I did it, and it was the best night's sleep of my life. But that was mostly just a mix of alcohol and exhaustion. Oh, and also my parents had just kicked me out. Really sorry to hear about that. Don't worry, it happened a long time ago. You had no way of knowing. And, I mean, they died last year. So it's not like there's really anything to say about that. Anyway, I look at her for a moment, trying to pass what she just told me in such a bliss manner? Wait, I didn't know. She waves me off. Like I said, long time ago, and nothing else to say about it. Well, at least Rose should be happy. Few things more romantic than a night under the stars. There could be a shooting star as well. She reaches underneath the shed and pulls out a heavy-looking metal dish. Well, at least they left us the fire pit, so not a total wash. Hey, don't jinx us like that. We walk back to see Rose searching the ground for tinder. Sup? Ah! Rose jumps back, dropping sticks all over the ground. Whoa, damn girl. That's not funny. It really is, though. You nearly gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. But goddamn, I've never seen someone jump that high. Have you thought of trying out for the girls' basketball team? Have you? Yeah, tall girls should play basketball. Never heard that one before. Anyway, how'd the search go? Not amazing. Grabbed a couple of logs from Maria's stash, but with the tinder, well, she gestures to a small pile of sticks. I wasn't so lucky. It's all pretty damp. Honestly, not the worst news. It's all made off of my tent. What? The tent I kept stashed under the shed. You mean under the boat? With the fire pit. It's gone. Why don't you store it in your car or at your house? Look, Rose, I'm not really working with a ton of storage space these days, so sometimes I have to stash some gear. No big deal. Right, unless it gets stolen. Whatever, we make do. And in this case, that means we make do with sleeping under the stars. Okay, I guess that doesn't sound too bad. She gives me a wink. A little romantic even. Aww. Rose. Oh boy. Sleep with a chick. I didn't catch that. Nothing. Just think about what we need to do next. Oh, are we going to build a fire now? Yeah, normally that'd be my next step, but honestly I need a drink first. Rose pulls the handle of liqueur out of the bag. I'm in. Whoa, I like your style. Rose, but let's dial it back a bit to start things off. Mario pulls out a six-pack and tosses one to me underhand. Thanks! She tosses another to Rose. Oh, thanks. Not a beer drinker? I'm more of a spirits and mixture drinker, girls. But I can do beer sometimes. As if to prove her point, Rose cracks hers open and takes a small sip. I follow suit. Not to be outdone, Maria downs a significant amount of hers. So, how often do you guys do this kind of thing? I've been going about every other week with Maria and Todd for a couple of months now. Oh, so that's where you keep disappearing. Me, I probably spend about half of each week out in the woods. Really? That's a lot. Yep, been that way since I was a kid. Todd and I used to camp out in the park behind school when we were little. Then we hit 16 and started bringing a six-pack, and it went from good to great. After she needed that reminder, Rose takes a small sip. Slow down. I take another small sip. There's no use trying to keep up with Maria. I've seen her drink. Todd under more tables than I can count. I've never really been camping. Well, unless RV trips with my parents count. If you can't flush your blank, it's not real camping. At least, that's what my old scoutmaster used to say. She said that in front of a group of little girls. I get the feeling we were in different kinds of scout troops. Anyway, in that case, I never got to go. We all take a sip. So, what do you guys usually talk about in the woods? Ghost stories, fishing tales? We're not boomers. We're not boomers, Rose. But yeah, it depends on how we're feeling. I usually rant about how the government is finding new and innovative ways to ransack the poor. Todd usually rants about his girl troubles. 9 times out of 10 they're all his fault, but we let it slide to be polite. And I usually talk about, I don't know, school? Hope you're not ranting about girl troubles. Nah, don't worry. Mostly just about computer teacher. He made every test open book. Except for midterm, and he didn't even tell us until we got there. So, you come here and complain? Yep, that's part of the fun. Dramedy. Last night, tipsy baguette fest. A proud tradition. Been around longer than therapy. Hell, it pretty much is just a therapy for poor people. Amen to that. Maria holds out her can. I knock mine against hers in the toes, then do the same to Rose's. We all drink. Maria slams her empty can against the fire pit with enough force to crush the can into a flat disc. Well, who's going first? Huh? Baguette face now. Who has to get it off their chest the most? Nice, my turn first. Mario pulls another drink from the plastic rings, cracks it open and takes a drink. I feel like if we try and drink with Mario's speed, we would be the first to pull up a story. Rock on. It's the customers at the reg. The reg? Yeah, Regular Joe's, I work there. Oh, yeah. That 50s themed diner. I keep meaning to get breakfast there one of the weekends. Well, if you do, 3 things. First, don't bother going there on a weekend. It's packed to hell. No one working wants to come in that early, so it's understaffed and the food isn't worth the wait. Second, if a special has fish in it, don't order it. Oh, I second that, from personal experience. Do I want to know? Special are always just whatever's left about to go bad. So if it's fish... Oh, I get the picture. That place single-handedly ruined the concept of a crab cake Benedict. Anyway, number 3, the most important of all. If you take a picture of me in my work uniform, I will kill you. Ah, it's one of those. Is it a costume? It can't be that embarrassing. I mean, you've already got something of a great greaser vibe going. Oh, blank off with that S.E. Hinton Bagosh blank. Here in, you know, the 90s, we call this look punk. And that wouldn't be a problem. Anyway, that's not what I'm wearing. Oh God, don't tell me the things I do to pay the bills. Yes, it's one of those kind of uniforms. Yeah, it's a poodle skirt. I don't know how to take Rose's reaction. On one hand, this is the biggest smile I've seen on her this whole trip. On the other, I'm a little dismayed that nothing I've ever said or done has brought her this much joy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Just give me a week's notice before you come so I can make sure I've got the day off. Anyway, customers there just complained about the dumbest blank. Last week a woman refused to tip me because I didn't tell her eggs Benedict wasn't koshed. I mean, it's ham, eggs, and an English muffin, so no idea how she didn't clue into that. And that's not even the worst part. I mean, complaints about food come with the gig. The worst part is whenever something goes wrong anywhere in the kitchen, I'm the one who gets stiffed. I keep saying we need to pull tips, but the manager is too much of a blank hill to do anything about it. Capitalism, man. Right. Yeah, right. Blank capitalism. Right on, blank the system. She punched me in the shoulder. It's such a good bonding moment, I almost don't know how much it stings. But anyway, my manager is such an ass clown. Just cause his daddy owns the whole franchise, of course he gets a free ride. Hell, I don't even know why he has to do work. It's pretty clear he's set for life anyway. I mean, there's no way he bought a car that nice on his own with a manager's salary. Come to think of it, that's probably why he doesn't give a blank about tips. Because he's such a rich blank son. Mario takes another sip of beer. Sorry, I don't know what got me into there. I just hate that person. No worries, it's what we're here for. Yes! It's important to feel these feelings and recognize them as valid. If they weren't important to you, you wouldn't care enough to blank about them. Thanks. You learned that in one of your student government meetings. Oh no. I learned it from a summer leadership seminar I took before sophomore year. Well, can't say I'm surprised. That's kind of feelies stuff I expected from one of us. Still, can't say you're wrong. Glad we agree. Blanking is an important part of that, especially when you feel like you've been wronged. I can't pronounce that word, by the way. There's a lot of big words for I'm blank and need to vent. Oh, and I totally forgot about the blank head who came over and told me we shouldn't be play the twist in a 50s themed diner since it came out in the 1960? Oh yeah, since it wasn't period accurate. Wow, the true villain of the story reveals himself. Blank that guy. Yeah, blank that guy. Blanking moron. Yeah, okay. Jukebox guy, you tell him. Wow, yeah, he really sounds like one of us. Louder! I said he really sounds like one of those. Whoa, now you're getting it. But seriously, blank that guy. If accuracy is a problem, I'm going to stop accepting debit cards and take the hand sanitizer out of the bathrooms. Have fun getting... Okay. Rose takes another sip. This seems fun. My turn. Yep, floor's all yours. I'm done wishing death from paying customers. Rose nods. Okay, so for Baguette Fest, I want to talk about student government. Oh, time for all that juicy gossip you hinted about earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty excited as well. I could use some high drama. You know, instead of all my 50s diner blank. I'm just excited to hear how the other half lives. Okay, just don't tell anyone. It's a very serious matter. I promise. Cross my heart. Okay. She clears her throat. The senior class president stole $1,000 from an activity fund. What? Rad. Now that beats blanky customers and crappy food. How did this happen? You remember the casino night fundraiser they had 3 weeks ago? The one with blackjack, poker tables, and the roulette wheels. I spent like $30 trying to win that new TV. Are you telling me he rigged the machines? Because that's some impressive blank. No, it was much less exciting. He just gave one of his friends a ton of tickets when no one else was looking and flooded the drawing at the end. I think around 75% of the tickets had his friend's name on them, actually. So then they sold the TV and split the money. So what are they gonna do with him? Oh, they're definitely fired. They threatened to sue him as well, but I doubt they'll follow through with that. No one wants to do the paperwork. Probably not. Want to hear some extra irony? He's like RA as well. You mean was led RA? Probably not anymore. I'm not so sure. RA's doing their own thing. Student government doesn't really communicate with them. Plus, they break more rules than anyone. How the blank did they get away with that? I mean, that, when I went to go visit Todd last week, they confiscated a case of beer from my trunk when I went to grab my stuff. Well, they're the ones enforcing the rules. So when one of them breaks a rule, well, they just don't enforce it. Wait, so does that mean... Yeah, I can guarantee you, they drank your beer. If it went by the official policy, they'd make you dump it down the sink in front of them. Oh, those unbelievable MFs. Flare, next time I go to your place, I'm gonna graffiti the blank out of a ladies' room. Let's just go with the high energy. Rose shoots you a look. Please don't. Why? Either of you planning to snitch? Planning to snitch? Of course not. I just don't want to spend the school's fund on a graffiti awareness campaign. Fine. Then I think we should take the other option then. Please don't. I second that. Why, either you planning to snitch? Of course not. Okay, yeah. Fine. Wouldn't want to take any school funding away. I'm sure there are plenty more a-holes who need free TVs, right? This all just tells me I'm right to believe that organised government is inherently corrupt. Or, as we non-politicians say, blank the system. Quite. Anyway, that's really all. They told us not to talk about it while they investigate. What did he want the money for anyway? No clue, to be honest. And anyway, he still maintains that his friend won the TV legitimately. Yeah, that's a load of bull. Right, I think we're all on the same page there. See, this kind of thing is why I think all student government is blank. I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. Yeah. So, what is it that you do for the school again? We make decisions on how the school should spend its activities fund, and we represent their concerns to the faculty. Oh, I see. So you're the one who decides if they hire a band or a DJ for the winter ball. Real pillars of the community, I see. You just... Ugh! There's a lot more than that! Alright, sure, sorry. Look, I don't want to pee you off like that. Just trying to rile you up, I guess. It's fine. Thank you for the apology. I don't know if you could tell, you know, from my whole... She gestures to her entire body, from the spikes of her hair to the treads of her combat boots. Everything. But I'm a bit of a button pusher. Right, I get that. I'll try to shut up about politics for a while. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's democracy. But it's only the people with money whose opinions matter. That's capitalism. Ah, blank. I literally just said I was gonna lay off. Anyway, that's a big drama. Other than that, it's mostly just people sleeping with each other when they really shouldn't. Well, yeah, but anything's boring if it has to follow a heist. Heist is a pretty strong word for stuffing a ballet box full of tickets. Yeah, but high sounds so much cooler. Okay, now it's Flare's turn. Oh, right, I forgot about him. There's 3 of us, okay? I swear to whatever God does or doesn't exist, if it's about that goddamn coding professor, I'm leaving you in the woods. Hey! Yeah, I know, he assigned the wrong book and made everyone go buy a different one for the first week of class. Okay, but what about when he gave everyone F's for a week because he accidentally skipped a page in his teacher's copybook? Okay, but I didn't tell you about this week, when he spent entire class having everyone work on a server maintenance for the MUD he was running, even though it was in a different coding language than the one he was teaching. What? He rants to me about that class as well. Alright, I'll find something else to blank about. Finally! Rose rubs my shoulder. Flare, I want you to know that you can always vent to me about anything that bothers you. But I really don't want to hear about your coding class tonight. Okay, fair enough. Even though that's all I have planned for tonight's blanking material. I'm sure I can think of something. No, we've already been over Todd. The goddamn serve machine in the cafe has been broken for a full month. My parents have been a huge pain in the ass. Drama, family stuff, no. Family stuff is always a bit of a downer. Kind of like a hit or miss scenario this one is.
Let's see with this one. I know, right? The orange vanilla swirl was the best. I only got a chance to use the machine once before it broke down. The line was too long every other time. Everyone just wanted that swirl because they ran out. I wasn't so lucky. I had to make do with maple. Okay, so 2 things. 1, as a New England native, I am all maple all the time, ride or die. And 2, your college has a free creme machine? They put it in last year. I was one of the people who voted for it. My tuition at work. It was that or more benches outside. Good call. Damn. When I went to college, they only had popsicles on Mondays. A lot's changed since I dropped out. You plan on re-enrolling for the ice cream? Take out that many loans for a machine that's busted half the time? Let me know when they open a bar. Okay, now that everyone has gotten their chance, I hereby draw this Baguette Fest to a close. Any complaints or further blanking? None here? Unless you want to hear more coding stories, no. Alright then, it's campfire time. Maria pats her pockets? Ah, blank. She continues to do so, somewhat more frantically. Have you forgotten your lighter? Is something the matter? Oh, god damn it! Matches must have fallen out somewhere along the trail. Blank. And I've been trying to cut back on it, so I don't even have my lighter on me. Still a healthier life choice. Yeah, it's been great so far. I don't get as many breaks at work and now I'm cold in the woods. Well, are there any extras? Mario shakes her head. Not unless either you brought any. Now look at Rose. She looks back at me. It's like a mirror of disappointment and forgetfulness. Didn't think so. Blank. Well, no choice but to search for trail. Hey, you don't have to do it alone. I'm not. I'm bringing Flare with me to search as well. Okay then, I'll come with you two. Yeah, no. We need someone to stay here with the camping gear. And why would I do that? I don't know, Rose. Maybe because someone's already ran off with my tent and I don't feel like losing more of my stuff. I'm already down one tent, so there's at least one person wandering around these woods. Oh, so you want me to meet up with him? Just keep your light on. It's so blanking. I don't know. Tent thief, not a serial killer. You don't know that. I need to say something. I'm staying here. What? Look, Flare. I need some help finding the matches if I'm ever going to get this fire going. Maria, I'm not going to leave Rose here alone. She's a total camping newbie. Rude, but true. Sylvia. Fine, then you two look for the matches. I stare out into the dark forest. I honestly can't even tell where we came from. I don't know the way to the car. Me either, to be honest. Mario lets out a loud sigh. Blank, I'll get it myself. I guess you guys have fun. At least build the fire while you're here, save me some time. Okay, sure thing. I'll help too. She wanders off into the darkness, muttering the whole way, leaving only an awkward, stunned silence. You okay? I don't think Maria likes me. Why'd you say that? She shrugs and stares at the ground. I don't know. Probably because she keeps trying to trying to send me out alone. I feel like she's trying to get rid of me. It's like she's trying to just hang out with you alone. I'm sure she'd have a much better time if it was just you and Todd. That's not true. Really? Is it this awkward when he comes along? Well, no. Does she keep trying to pull you aside? Only when we're building a campsite. Does she keep making jokes about cops and the government? Well, yeah, definitely. She's a punk with at least some anarchic tendencies. That's kind of her deal. Probably best not to talk politics with her. Oh, definitely. The two of you are better off leaving that can of worms unopened for as long as possible. I still don't quite get it. I really am trying my best with her, and it's frustrating to be treated as a third wheel, especially since you and I are, you know. I know. Yes, you know. Supposed to be on a date. Honestly, I don't know why I'm trying to be coy about it. We're both adults here. Right. Both legally allowed to do adult things. She punches my shoulder. Hey! I meant like doing our taxes and staying out past 11. Right, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, but anyway, I'm sorry if this isn't your usual idea of a date. It's fine, really. And if I'm being honest, I did somewhat expect Mario to be like this. I just thought it wouldn't be too much of a problem about Todd here. I just thought they'd do their thing and we'd do ours. When you brought it up, I assumed it was some kind of double date. Maybe in spirit. But they'd be pretty quick to remind you that they are not, and have never been a couple. Right, I totally buy that. I laugh, she smiles. If it was nice. And in that moment, the fact we're alone in the woods at night doesn't feel the least bit frightening. She takes a seat on a rock near the fire pit. I join her. Yeah, let's just do the most direct thing. I slide my arm across her back and pull her close, like she's been waiting all night for this. She collapses into me. Hey, I'm glad you stayed here with me. That sounds like a very yandere thing to do. Well, I knew you wouldn't want to be alone in the dark. Not just that, I'm glad to finally have some alone time with you. Me too. Also, you're really warm right now. Yeah? Sorry, I'm just a little chilly. I can get the sleeping bag if you want. And there's presumptuous Flare again. But I'm really liking it here. I mean, you know, to put us over ourselves, like a big blanket or something. Yeah, sure you did. Before we can get any further, I hear a rustling in the woods. What was that? I don't know. Is it our friend? Let's just be very quiet. I'm sure it's gone. I'm sure it's not. Rose turns off her flashlight. Everything goes black. It only sounds I hear my heartbeat, Rose's breathing, and the chirping of insects. After several seconds, the feel like minutes pass. The source of the noise fails to reappear. Rose whispers into my ear. Oh my god, what was that? It was probably just a squirrel or something. Then that was the biggest squirrel I've ever heard. Are you sure it's not a wolf? Or a bear? I'm fairly certain. She leans her head on my shoulder. I rub her back in a counterclockwise stroking pattern. Once Mario gets back with those matches, we'll have a fire going, and whatever that was will be too scared to come near us. Okay, thanks. I should be fine from now on. Just so long as you keep rubbing my back. That's totally necessary if you don't want me to freak out. That works for me. As if some divine force was doing its best to ruin my moment, my phone starts ringing. Oh god damn it. It's okay, you can answer that first. I check my phone, only one bar, just barely. The number is unlisted. I answer anyway. Who is in these woods? Hello? Who is it? No clue. The connection is awful. Hello? Still nothing. Looks like it. I'm going to hang up the phone. Leaving. Huh? I'm sorry. Did you say something? Maria? Oh, what the? Jesus, ow! I hang up. What happened? It was the weirdest thing. I heard Maria's name, then it cut out. That's more than a little spooky. A little. I mean, I'm not going to immediately suggest a paranormal explanation, but it does sound a lot like a horror movie setup. Yeah, Maria can't get back here fast enough with those matches. I'll actually be really happy to see her. I see a small light the size of a pinprick through the forest. It suddenly gets bigger, accompanied by the sound of boots crushing twigs. Hey, lovebirds. Found the matches. Where were they? They just found in a bush somewhere. Anyway, did you get the fire set up? Oh, sheesh. I forgot about that. Well, blank me and assuming you two could, you know, take a break from locking lips for a moment and stack up some wood. I feel a small shame in the pit of my stomach. Hey, that's not fair. What? But I had to search woods on my own while you two canoodled. Canoodled? We were just cuddling. Nothing more. Cuddle, canoodled, who cares? Whatever you two were just doing, you just didn't build a damn fire. Alright. I'll build a damn fire. Just stop fighting. They both look at each other sheepishly. Maria sighs. Sorry. Just a little on the edge is all. The woods were actually pretty creepy tonight. We're both with you there. We kept hearing noises from the woods and Flake got a weird phone call. Weird? How? Someone panting and moaning in your ear. No, nothing like that. Most just weird static and stuff. You mean like a normal call with bad service? Well, they also said your name, so it's probably just Todd being an a-hole. That's the working theory, yes. Mario takes out a match and a tin full of cigarettes. I thought you said something about quitting. I said I was trying, not that I was doing a great job. She strikes a match on the heel of her boot and lights a cigarette. Well, I guess fire duty's on me. Cause no offense, Flare, but your fires always kind of suck. None taken. Mario kneels down by the fire pit and starts building, only pausing to exhale smoke. Rose wanders around the nearby tree, examining the bases. Well, damn, Rose, you were right. The tinder's all wet. I could barely scrape this tiny thing together. Wait, I was right about a camping thing? Hey, maybe Flare's starting to rub off on you. Just not while I'm around, okay? I ignore the remark. Rose seems to be doing her best to do the same. Mario stands up and takes one last long pull on her cigarette. Once it's almost down to the filter, she flicks it into the fire. It lands in the tinder and the tiny smoke quickly catches. Within minutes, we have a small fire going. It's a wee little one. Rose claps. Nice! Thanks, but it's not much. Not a whole lot you can do when the wood's all damp. Still, better than I did. That's not saying much. Hey! If you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say it. Well, I'm going to run back to my stash, grab a bucket, fill it with water from the stream, but I'll be back. Sounds good to me. I'll give you two some alone time. Again. With that, Mario walks off into the woods yet again. Rose hands me a long stick. I take it. Getting sorted into marshmallows. Yep, time for s'mores. I'm down. You better be. We sat on the stones next to the fire pit. Rose used the tip of her stick to coax the remains of Maria's cigarette out of the fire. I prefer my marshmallows without methanol. Can't say I blame you. Rose shivers. I was hoping this fire would give off more heat. Me too. Yeah, we'll continue down this annoying Mario route. Hand on. I pull a heavy wool blanket from my kit knapsack. I scooch close to Rose and wrap the blanket around her. We huddle together underneath it. She practically purrs in satisfaction. So tasty. I'm a total blanket junkie. I've got like 6 cozy blankets back at my place. That would have been the best line to get me to come back to your place. That would have worked. Yeah, if you wanted me to take a nap on your couch or something. I just want to wear this as a poncho forever. Poncho. My marshmallow starts to brown, so I quickly turn it. I've done that with this blanket before. Have you used it for a pillow fort? No, actually not. Oh, we are so making a pillow fort. You're amazing. Rose turns bright red. Rose? You alright? Yes. Sorry. Just wasn't expecting that. And there's love hearts in our eyes as well. What? You flirt with me all night and don't expect me to flirt back? Hey, it's a lot to drop on a girl all at once. I built up to it. Meanwhile, here you are, going all Nicholas Sparks on me all at once. Nicholas Sparks? You know, like the romance novels. But I totally don't have paperback copies of in my backpack right now. Reading on a camping trip. Hey, I didn't know if I'd get bored or not out here. And did you? No, you helped me keep things exciting. I still think it's a good idea to bring one on any trip though. You could be right. Bring one with you next time. We could read together. Okay, sure thing. I've got an old Stephen King paperback I've been meaning to finish. She rolls her eyes. Such a romantic. Mario reappears over here, lugging a bucket behind her. Blank, a few more trips like that and I'll be all clear to start my woman's weightlifting career. Who brought marshmallows? Me. Oh, blank, you're my favourite person right now. Flare, you've been bumped down in my favourite person's ranking. Hey! You can chill out at the bottom of my top 5 with Todd and the girl who sometimes gives me free beer at dance. I'm gonna eat like 6 marshmallows after I cook up a hot dog. Cook me up like a hot dog. Flare, you want to toss me a pack of dogs? I didn't bring any. Sheesh, me neither. I didn't even realise we were planning on having any actual meals. I just wanted to toast marshmallows. I think Todd was on dog duty this week as well. What? Yeah, I remember now. After he forgot the water, he said he'd pull double duty as penance. He's not even here and he still finds a way to blank with this. He haunts us like a medicure poltergeist. Maria pulls a collapsing camping skewer and a beer from her pack. Well, guess it's just gonna be a sugar and beer night tonight. Takes me back to the one semester of college I did. If you want, I've got grandma cracks and chocolate as well. Thanks, but I prefer mine straight off a stick. Anyway, sorry about that. I had no idea, to be honest. I should have grabbed some when I was in the store. No worries, it's our fault. Well, not really. It's actually Todd's fault. She skewers a marshmallow and holds it over the fire before cracking open another beer. Another one. That blanks on dog, water, and beer duty next time. That'll teach him. What if he forgets those? Then I'll toss him in a river. Is Todd 19? How is he going to buy beer? From me, of course. I'll buy, but he's paying up. Well, even with the setbacks, I'd say I have a pretty good time. Well, good to hear. We're going to make a camper out for you someday. That remains to be seen. Maybe next time we'll all go see a movie or something. Hells yeah! Halloween's coming up, so we should totally see something extra gory. Or something light and funny and maybe a little romantic. I'll tell you what, you two go see your kissing movie. Todd and I will go see a killing movie. Then, I don't know, we grab a pizza or something. I'd like that. Are you sure you don't want to see a horror? That sounds good to me. Well, anyway, sounds like a plan. I'll probably still go into the woods after, but that's just me. Rose shakes her head. You and the woods. But I have to say, this is a really beautiful campsite. A little unorthodox, I'd imagine. As we're just in the middle of the forest. Well, that's just where I prefer to be. I feel like I might prefer more of a clearing. There we saw some beautiful views coming in. You should see it at sunrise. I bet it's lovely. The river early in the morning is pretty as a postcard. Or a really good folk album cover. I believe you. How'd you find this place anyway? Oh, you know. Just stumbled in one day. Thought it looked cool, so I took a look. By the way, Are the park rangers nice? Wouldn't know. I've never met any. Really? How'd you rent this place? No, this isn't like one of those places. There is no way in hell I could rent a campground that often on my paycheck. Maria, where are we right now? I don't know. Some kind of government property. What? Wait, what? Maria, what kind of place is this? No clue, to be honest. Lots of logging roads, couple of cabins, that sort of thing. I saw one old abandoned factory behind a building of some sort at one point, but I kept my distance, you know, since we're all totally trespassing here. What? Wait, what? Yeah, let's not stifle up an argument. See? Flare was here with me last time, and we did the exact same thing. No issues at all. Right, no big deal, until we get caught. And they fine us each a few $1,000s, or I don't know, put us in jail for a month. But yeah, you're right, no big deal. Yeah, but I've never been caught. I've been doing this a pretty long time, you know. And I do not have the cash to rent a 20-foot square of grass a mile away from an outlet mall whenever I want to go camping. Then don't go. You can't just take something you want just because you don't have the money. What the hell am I taking? I'm just existing on a patch of dirt, same as ever. Who am I hurting by being here? You... No one. I have seen exactly no one I didn't come in with in these blanking woods. I've wandered for miles to find this specific spot. No one is coming, so cut your blank. It won't matter who you're hurting. If we get caught, that's a fine we'll get stuck with. We won't get caught. Rose points to the tiny fire, which sputters and smokes like she just caught it doing something unpleasant. Really? You don't think the literal smoke signals might be giving them some hints? Are you kidding me? I sincerely doubt that the smoke from this poor fire could even be seen above the tree cover. And if it can, it's in the middle of the night. Right, and it's the only light around. Rose, what on earth are you talking about? Who is going to see this? We're on our own out here. What? Do you think some rent-a-cop jogs through here every night on patrol? This isn't a food court. Right. Maybe we should worry about, I don't know, actual police officers? Guys. Maria laughs. Oh, trust me, if the pigs come through here, this wouldn't be my go-to spot. Oh, so that's why you dragged us out here. So you can keep playing your extended teenage rebellion against authority. What do you have against the police anyway? Look, no they're not actually. I'm gonna have to agree with Rose on this one. Not all cops are like that, okay? It's just ones that you've encountered with are like that. There are bad cops, but there are also good cops. Bad cops that uses their authority as a means to get what they want, and there are good cops which actually obeyed by the law. I don't have time to explain what a fascist system the modern police force is to you. Really? Because I've got all the time in the world. Enlighten me. No. And you know why? Because you'd have to admit there's no real reason in hating authority. It's just a part of your half-assed punk aesthetic. Okay, so one, blank you, my aesthetic is goddamn rad and fully assed. And two, because you just wouldn't get it. Because you were born with a silver spoon up your brain instead of a spine. And you've never had a reason to be afraid of authority. Because a girl like you could only go up. And you'll do it by stepping on people like me. Flare, please put the fire out. You better not. We're putting the fire out and we are leaving. Oh, you're doing neither of those. I'm here till morning. And you're not going anywhere without me. Well, at least we're not getting caught. Flare? This is a little bit of probably what might be the worst scenario ever. Put the fire out. I left the blanket off the ground. You better be planning on dumping out of the ground. Sorry. I pour out over on the fire. It spits and sizzles with the initial drops hit before the deluge draws it out. And of course, blank both of you. I'm going to bed. She grabs her pack and walks to the tree line. Rose looks at me. I look at her. The only noises between us are the songs of crickets, the wind, and Maria cursing under her breath as she tries to set up a sleeping area in the dark. Flare? I'm really sorry. That was all me. It's okay. It takes two to argue. Right, I know. Some of the things she said were just so uncalled for. I don't disagree with you there. But she was right about one thing. I was a little quick to jump down her throat there. I just don't want to get caught. I'm not a rule breaker. Right, except for one about underage drinking. Well, I know, but we all know that one was dumb. I'm just mad that she brought up on federal land. That's a crime with severe repercussions. And she'd even ask if there's something we were already right with, sorry. I mean, did you know about this? No. Well, I did notice a few things. Like the fact that she never reserved a spot. That did seem a bit off, but I just assumed she took us to a public park or something. You know that's still illegal without a permit, right? I knew it was frowned upon. But anyway, I still wish that could have gone differently. I don't want us to fight. Do you think I should go over and apologise? I think the two of you probably need a bit of time apart. I suppose that's fair. Maybe it would be better if you went over and talked to her. I think we should just leave her alone. If you say so. Well, you ready for bed then? Sounds like a good idea. Alright, you go get the sleeping stuff. I'll cut off a flat area. You know, so we don't have rocks and stuff poking into our backs all night. She kicks at the ground in shoes way too expensive to be used that way while I unfold the ground pad and go through my stuff. We both brush our teeth before I lay down the bag and on top of the pad. Okay, our first night together. Not how I expected, but this is still really nice. Everything considered. We both take off our shoes and set them on top of my pack. I have pajamas, but I really don't feel like changing out in the open. Afraid I'll peek? No, creep. It's just weird out in the open. I mean, I usually just sleep in my underwear. Are they... Okay, you have to ask this question, Rose. Are they there? Only a few holes. None that are too close to my... Okay, yeah, if that's what you're getting at. I think you're looking at a sleep in your jeans night. I guess so. Rose kneels down and climbs into the sleeping bag. I climb in after her. So, remember when I said this sounded nice and cozy? I spoke too soon. It's snug. It feels a lot less like cuddling, a lot more like being shrink wrapped together. You can say that again. Yeah, I wish you'd let me know you had planned this. I try and untangle myself from around her, but I still have no clue what to do with my arms. Sorry, these things look a lot roomier. They usually are, if there's only one person. Delicately I extract one arm without punching her in the stomach. I reach outside the bag and unzip the side. That's much better. A little less cozy, but a lot more claustrophobic. You? Well, half of me has spilled out to the bare ground, but at least I can move my arms. Much better. Good. With that, she throws an arm around me and rests her head on my chest. Ah. She falls asleep shortly afterwards. Minutes later, I join her. You said you heard someone out there. Here. Yeah, right over by the clearing. Maria, hunched over close to the ground, comes towards our crowded sleeping bags. So, this is awkward, but someone found us. What? Who? I have no clue. Some kind of forest service or something? I told you, Maria. I told you this was going to happen. Well, okay, Rose, two options here. Option 1. You get to be right and they catch us. Number 2. And I suggest we take this one is... There they are! Run for it! Rose and I both fumble our way out of the bag and into our shoes. The high-intensity flashlight beams wash over us as we rise to our feet. We both stumble onto our feet and follow her in the brush, into the brush. Hey, you two, stop! We're running through the woods with breakneck speed. Maria stops to catch her breath for a moment. Is this way to your car? Not quite. I'm trying to lose them first. Why? Let's just go. I don't want them to see my plates. Yeah, I was thinking about Maria. I was thinking we don't want them to see where we're actually going towards. Plus, running from authority is fun. I can hear them. Well, time to go. Great. Bumped. Maria trips over an exposed root and goes sprawling onto the ground. Oh, son of a blank. She tries to free herself, but her boot is stuck tight. Here, let me help. I've got it. Just take your knock girlfriend to the side of the river. I'll be there soon. Flare, we have to go. Now. I hear the sound of footsteps getting closer. Rose, run to the river. We'll catch. Okay, we'll be. That's fine. I've got this. Maria's got this. Maria struggles with the root while Rose and I rush off into the woods. There they go. Don't lose them. Aha. It's not long before we lose the men coming after us. Unfortunately, that comes at a cost of losing ourselves. Oh my god, where are we? We haven't seen a trail in I don't know how long it's been. It's okay, Rose. Deep breaths. We're not too far out and we'll find our way back soon. She throws her arms around me. We stay like that. In the woods. Saying nothing? Saying nothing. Just being together until our breaths, heavy and from our run and from fear, slow to normal. She breaks away. Okay, time to put all that scouting experience to work. Don't they teach you how to, like, find your way using the sun? I think they stopped doing that after compasses were invented. But they did teach us how to orient ourselves otherwise. I point to the river. Remember, we crossed ourselves over that bridge on the way here. Okay, I get it. So that's what everyone says about once a country boy. Hey, it's just simple pathfinding. Just take the compliment. Alright, you ready to go, cheeky Rose? In a minute. First I want to admire the sunrise a bit. Oh, sure. Looking out over the river, I see the wave of golden light reflects off a swiftly rushing current. All I can bear is the babbling of the water and the songs of early morning birds. Wow. Mario's right about the sunrise. I think you'll find I'm right about a lot of things. Finally caught up with you guys. Yeah, that still hurts. Mario, your ankle. It's fine, just a little swollen. It's a bit painful, but nothing over-the-counter painkillers and ice can't fix. I sincerely doubt it. Anyway, I lost them. How did you outrun them? Pure adrenaline. Yep, that does work. Really? No, I was just hitting a bush while you guys ran. Well, I know you were hoping to stay a little longer, but I think it's time to go. Yeah, I'm really sorry tonight turned out to be a kind of a bust. Bust? What are you talking about? Any night where I got to run from the cops is a good night. I think you and I have different ideas of what constitutes a good time. Yeah, each to their own. I'm just a little peeved we lost all of our stuff. Oh, I forgot about that. We need to go back and... Mario waves her off with a dismissive gesture. Not now. I'm sure they've still got people waiting for us. I'll come back later and see if I can pick it up. Well, anyway, Rose is probably right. We should head out. Sadly, I have to agree. So, same time next week? I think I may need a bit of a break from the outdoors. Maybe at a legal campground. Hey, if you're buying... Mario drops us off at the same parking lot she picked us up from. Well, it's been fun. Flare, I'll be seeing you. Rose, it was good to meet you. Likewise. Alright, I'm going to see about getting us our blank back. Catch you later. Our stuff back. Hey, that was fun, in spite of everything. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the trip. Well, it wasn't so much a trip I liked. Don't take it personally. But I just don't think I like camping all that much. None taken, it's not for everyone. It was mostly your company that I enjoyed. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Her stomach makes an audible growling noise. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm just really hungry right now. You feeling like breakfast? I'd like that. You have a place in mind? Maybe regular Joe's. I thought Maria said the wait was really long on weekends. I'm in no rush. Me neither. Me either. She takes my hand to lead me down the suspicious looking street which is all mazy and wry. I'm going to demolish the tallest stack of pancakes they can throw at me. Alright, I can't wait to see that. Then maybe we can see where things go. I like to spend some time indoors for a change. Sure, I'd like to see where things go. Ah. So we got ourselves this particular outcome? Don't take it personally, I just don't like you. Demo end! I'm sure there are other avenues in this game, but this demo is long enough so that I would rather leave it up until the full gameplay to be able to see all the different paths within the game, such as I would probably think that there would be a different end in itself to where it would favour more of Mari rather than Rose. So that was a pretty nifty gameplay, and I also like the visual aesthetics where the entire game itself is sort of like in a video recording, or it's a VCR. My bad. So I'm really grateful for all that. Yeah, definitely it does sound like a video. Definitely is one. So thank you all so much for watching, guys. This has been the demo to Don't Take It Personally, I Just Don't Like You. I'm sure there are many other outcomes towards this game, especially in the full game, but right now we just have the demo in tow. But I'm glad hope you all enjoyed this, folks. Hope you all learned something about this. And that thing is, don't go out camping in the woods that are owned by government. Like, if it's somewhere that tells you to not go in there, just don't go in there. So it could be Don't Take It Personally, I Just Don't Like You is a metaphor for Maria against Rose, because Rose and Maria have very different opinions about certain things. But I'm not, what on earth was that phone call? It definitely did have like a paranormal sense to it. Because at first it could have been that some serial killer or stalker took away Maria's phone and then sort of used that in a way in an attempt to try and lure us out of our campsite. But that could just me just having my own 2 cents there. But thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.